thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Bricklayers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the tennis balls for the wrong sport. If you know, you know.
We're in Ohio shooting guns with Grandma.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The stigmas of the past can change. That's kind of a beautiful thing.
Forgot. Had to cock it.
If you know, you know.
Hello and welcome to my research project for the hipster news conglomerate of Vice. Vice was launched in 1994 as a punk sign and has since expanded into a leading global youth media company with bureaus in over 30 different countries. Vice operates the world's premier original online video destination of Vice.com, an international network of digital channels, a production studio, a magazine, a record label, a creative services agency and a book publisher. To date, Vice boasts over 60 established shows that cover everything from current events to sex to music and most importantly to kittens. Their emphasis on gonzo journalism is a new age approach aimed at millennials, which has allowed them to operate 11 main digital channels covering something for everybody.
What do you mean exactly by vibrator bar?
バイブレーターバーっていうのはですね、それでバイブ、それとセックストイズ、いろんなものが日本のものだけではなく世界のものを集めて陳列してそれを手で触ったり動かしたりしながら飲むお酒なんで、お酒を飲みながらするところです。
So how exactly does it work? Do you literally just come in, order a drink, and you're like, I want that one, and then you just go sit in the back and masturbate right in the middle of the bar while everyone is watching?
そういうところではないんですね。ここでお酒をまず頼んで、まずここでこれらを触るって言っても実際に挿入したりとかそういったのはできません。
My ideal role at Vice would be head of documentaries. As seen in this job posting, within this role, I would manage staff within the documentary division, execute and refine strategy, guide growth of documentary, and build a bridge between both creator and investor. With my ideal role being head of documentary, this has an unfortunate link to the culture of the company. Jason Majika was ex-head of documentary as he has been revealed to have been involved in sexual harassment against female members of staff. In a statement from the victim, Majika revealed that she just had to deal with that because Vice News employs sociopaths, which is a very eye-opening comment about the inside of the very well-established company. Some more responses about the culture of Vice. An unnamed senior manager was quoted in New York Magazine earlier this year describing Vice's 22 rule, which is basically hiring 22-year-olds, paying them $22,000 a year and working them 22 hours a day. As a 22-year-old myself, this is a pretty intimidating prospect. Another pretty negative comment about Vice's culture is from Disease and Miro. They're a young duo found and hired by Vice to create original content on Viceland. They open up about being overworked by Vice. In a statement, Dizeus said, Viceland wanted 160 episodes a year. We have no writers, it's literally me and Miro talking to one another every day. If they want 160 episodes, they'll have to pay us $160 million each. Vice has a very edgy and risque attitude. In another article named Working at Vice is Not as Cool as It Seems, Hamilton Nolan wrote, the company pays shitty wages to low-level employees, compensating them instead with the sheer coolness of working for Vice Media. Common to tangibles, the work and benefits and perks here are taken from the Vice hiring website. The benefits offered are allowed to work from home once a month, state-required sick days, medical, dental and vision insurance, maternity and paternity leave, and a diversity program that is heavily emphasised across all media platforms. With the perks, a flexible work schedule, office visits from VIPs, film screenings and discounts with local businesses. Within the Vice offices, they boast of creativity and an open space for their employees, but there doesn't seem to be much room for creativity within these pictures, looking in a very busy and hassled working space. The general attitude at Vice and the belief system is very intrusive, but it brings the reader into their world. Co-founder Shane Smith stated within their mission statement that Vice is all about the absurdity of the modern condition and the Vice philosophy of what he calls immersive journalism. Now coming towards the hierarchy and the structure of Vice. The structure fits both into vertical and horizontal types of business, starting at the top with founder and CEOs, and at the bottom with 21 different branches of the business. Linking back into my role at the company, I believe I would fit in the media branch in the second tier. Linking from the hierarchy and structure, this has proven that Vice is a huge company with many different programs on many different platforms. Some of the strengths of Vice is that it is an established name, it's well branded, has history of being underground and edgy, has many investors which are constantly bringing in funding, runs on many different media outlets, easily accessible and user-friendly, and has different branches, so there's something for everybody. Coming to the weaknesses, employees are overworked and underpaid, there's quite a lot of controversy around it, hipster isn't always regarded as a good thing, is accused of regurgitating the same content across its media platforms, occasionally too controversial, see articles normalising incest and rape, and recently have struggled to attract a large audience. Some more opportunities for Vice is that there'll always be new content, technology is constantly expanding and improving, there will constantly be a younger audience attracted to their company's beliefs of being edgy, more opportunities for careers as their media platforms expand, and culture may continue to seek out something different to mainstream media. Some threats to the company may be that people will avoid the company due to their sexual harassment claims, recently have lost large amounts of viewers due to their lack of new materials, they may lose their integrity due to being invested in by companies such as News Corp and Warner Brothers, and people may be put off working for them due to their lack of care for their employees. So how is the recruitment handled? Here we have the recruiting manager at Vice Media and Virtue Worldwide, who is the person I'd be applying to for the head of documentary role. And here we see the online and very in-depth job opening for head of documentaries itself. An unfortunate but very relevant career path to follow would be Jason Majika. He was originally a contributor to Vice when it first began testing web-based video in 2007. He then served as a producer on the company's first step into TV, with Vice being used on an MTV short. After this, he assisted Al Jazeera English on a weekly media review program, then progressed to joining Vice full-time and ending up as head of documentaries. After my detailed and sometimes shocking research, for Vice to improve, they should stick to their original belief system and USP of being edgy and forward-thinking. They should expand as technology expands and create more opportunities for people instead of relying on their coolness to exploit the people around my age range. And finally, and most importantly, sticking to being the voice of the angry youth.